In today's episode, we explore the beautiful Northern California coastline from above with the crashing waves and just rugged shoreline. We also found ourselves in a unique scenario where we found a calf stuck on the edge of a cliff as the tide was rising. We next went out for a hike along the coastline where we admired the crashing waves and the power of the ocean, as well as finding hidden features such as these blowholes. And lastly, we headed up to the Point Arena Lighthouse and learned a little bit about the history and got some great views from above. Well, I was out for a beautiful hike this morning, and unfortunately I saw this. I saw a baby calf down here next to the ocean. Must have fallen off the cliff at some point and swam back and got up on that cliff edge there. I don't know what the farmer would do in this scenario, but we will try to see if we can get a hold of him. Alright, well, we were able to get a hold of the farmer, and now we're going to go meet the farmer and see what we can do to help get this calf out of here. Danny and I have agreed to help. I think the guy's name is Larry, so we're going to see what we can do. Alright, so we've met with Larry and we're devising our plan to get the calf out of here. We devised a plan where one of the guys was able to scramble down Cliffside, hug the cliffs here where it's not wet and slippery, and then kind of scramble up here at the very edge, and is able to make it up and over to the shelf of where the calf is located. And at this point, they tossed him down a lasso, and at this point, the hope is here that the calf will kind of come towards the guy, and then he'll be able to lasso him and keep him safe. Fortunately, the calf at this point was feeling very nervous, and here, unfortunately, the ranch hand had just missed the calf, and the calf put itself in probably the worst possible position, where it felt like if the calf slipped here, it was going straight into the ocean. But thankfully, at the last second, this gentleman was able to get the calf. Alright, he's got the calf lassoed and is tying it up, and then I think we're going to be pulling it up here soon. Alright, we got reinforcements to pull, and we'll be pulling up the calf soon, hopefully. So at this point, they had a second ranch hand come down to help finalize the tying up of the calf, just to make sure things were done in such a way that we wouldn't harm the calf on the pull. Now, I was unable to film pulling up, but we were able to get the calf up to the cliffside, and it was a great feeling. Everyone was super happy with us, including Larry there. Moving just normally down there. And once they got the calf upright, they ended up, leading it at least a half-mile away to where the rest of the herd was. All right, well, that had a very happy ending. The calf is up off the ocean. Those guys were super skilled and definitely put themselves in some sketchy positions with the steep cliffside, wet rocks. But anyway, very cool experience. Glad the calf's okay. The next thing that we had decided to do was to go out for a hike all together on this coastline near Point Arena, and the waves were absolutely pumping. It was a spectacular hike, and as we went on, it just got more and more spectacular, so we could not turn around. So we walked for a long time, and we're probably out for 3 to 4 hours here on this hike, just taking in the sights, the sounds, and I don't know, just being in awe of the power of the ocean. Wow. This is unbelievable. Found a blowhole. Wow. Like a whale. Found the seal. So after hiking for quite some time, we finally found a small area where we were able to get down closer to the ocean and see some small tidal pools. Now you do need to be careful of sleeper waves coming in behind you, but ultimately we were in a pretty safe spot here, and it was super fun to get down a little bit closer to the ocean and take it all in. Time for the lighthouse tour. So this area, I believe, had a massive earthquake in 1908 that required a complete rebuild to what the lighthouse is today. Point Arena offers a unique tour to learn more about the history of this lighthouse. 144 steps. So every lighthouse has a unique signal, and this particular lighthouse has a light that flashes every 15 seconds to signal boats that's where they're at, is Point Arena. We're on the observation deck of the lighthouse. So one of the main reasons that they actually made this lighthouse was for this massive rock that's out there that you can see where waves are breaking right now, called the Point Arena Rock, that has, I believe she said, over 150 ships have wrecked on that rock. Beautiful end to night number 2.